ground. This is the point in the show we get to the Drinking Bro of the Week, which is someone who has inspired you or helped you become the farmer you are today.
I remember this from last time this hit me unexpectedly, and I should have been ready this time.
Oh, come on. You're not? You're better than this.
No, I'm not. Should I just give it to Randy Quaid?
Yeah.
You can. Who are the three brothers?
Those three brothers you murdered with a rock.
Yeah, who are those guys?
Here, you want me to Google their names? I can do that.
Bob can do it. Bob's back here. What year was it, do you know? Now I want to know about the murders.
There's conflicting information about when it actually happened.
What part of Minnesota are you in?
I'm in western Minnesota, Pope County.
Okay.
So I just don't know if I want to say on air because I already got.
No, don't. Wait, say their names or where you live. You don't have to say where you live. Yeah, you don't have to say where you live. Just look for three brothers. Sven?
Johannes, and Amund Mitmoen.
Oh, this is racially motivated.
Wow. This is, I had a Sven in At Night She Cries While He Rides His Steed, because most of them came over from Europe, right?
Yes. Yeah. So everybody around here came from Sweden.
Yes. Yeah, that's funny.
The Mitmoen murders. Sven and Johannes were gagged with handkerchiefs and tied over their mouths. They'd been hit with a blunt instrument after what appears to be a scuffle. They resisted, but
this was in fucking 1915.
Yeah,
he said 110 years ago.
He said 110 years ago.
God damn! I thought this was like last week, and he was bragging about getting away with murder.
You don't rock someone to death in 2022.
Why not?
It's too much.
They're not.
Pull out a gun.
You can't pull fingerprints off a fucking rock.
Knife them, dude. Go ahead, Bob. Finish this story here.
I mean, it's a long thing. Let me see.
I don't give a shit, Bob.
Let me tell you what.
A lot of people quit their job because of you earlier. Leave them with a fun story to go
If you're murdering people in the modern age, everybody thinks you should use fucking technology because it's available. No, technology is what gets you fucking caught.
Yeah.
Go back to the old ways. Piano wire and fucking blunt objects.
For those about to rock, we salute you. What do we got, Bob?
Yeah.
So Amund was found in the barn. The other he wasn't tied up or whatever. It could have been a murder-suicide. Maybe he rocked himself.
God damn it. I knew I fucking solved that shit. Son of a bitch, dude. God. See, you come on the show, and I'm solving crimes, dude. Call whatever police station that is. Let them know that I've solved it, and then the cold case has been solved, okay?
I will let them know. I'll let the local Mounties know immediately.
They rocked each other to death, and that's it. There's no more. Like, that's it. 1915, Bob?
Yeah.
It was boring as shit back then.
Yeah, it was right before World War I, right? Or
yes.
It may have just been, I don't know what month it happened. It may have just been getting started, but yeah,
They were probably sitting around in western Minnesota.
They should have just waited another couple of weeks. They could have gone to war.
Yeah, and they were bored as shit. They were like, fuck, man, this war's not coming. We just saw all those people die in the Titanic a couple years ago, and what do we do? Let's rock each other to death because there's no way out of here. I bet it was cold then. I bet it was a goddamn nor'easter up there.
Does it say, is Giorgio looking it up? Does it say what time of year it was?
Yeah, it was
in May.
May 13th.
May?
That's when it was in the paper. So it was actually about a year into World War I. These guys could have gone and killed Germans, man.
Yeah, instead of rocking each other to death. All right, now this doesn't make any sense. Now those brothers are dumb.
That's the real mystery, is why they rocked themselves to death instead of just going to war.
What were the last names? What's the brothers?
Mitmoen.
Mitmoen? The Mitmoen brothers?
Mitmoen.
That really flows right off the tongue, doesn't it?
Moen like the faucet, I guess.
Yeah. The old Mitmoen brothers. Careful out there, kids. If you go out into the corn stalks, you might see the ghost of the old Mitmoen brothers. Weird.
That's what we should do. That's the reality show.
Yeah.
We do like Making a Murderer, but it's about this murder.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
Let's do it. And then we pin it all on the Millennial Farmer.
Or Don't Rock with Cats or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, because how many generations have been farming in your family?
6.
So
yeah, I'm the 6th.
Your great-grandfather probably murdered them out of anger.
Wait, what's your last name?
My last name is Johnson.
Okay. Johnson.
But we come from a line of Andersons.
Okay, so not
Knutson
or Knutson?
Is it a
no,
K?
Knutson was the neighbor who, on the day of the murder, he had gone over to get some hay, and he just found these two dudes, and they were both tied up and rocked to death is the story that I read.
Okay.
That's
So
what I'm too.
it sounds like your grandfather was probably involved. Great grandfather, maybe.
Your great grandfather is a triple murderer.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I don't know that I want you to soundbite that. Keep that.
Well, we're gonna clip it.
Prove that he's not.
But then
Sean,
you can-
clip that and put it on Instagram.
you can carve out a niche like pro murder crowd for your products.
Yeah.
And we're just asking questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, you seem super nice, and whenever somebody's super nice, we get suspicious.
I get
Today,
it.
we just uncovered that your great-grandfather murdered 3 people, and now you're coming to grips with it.
Don't you kind of want your food and fuel coming from people that come from a long line of murderers?
Yes.
Because otherwise, how could you trust them? You know?
This is starting to feel like there will be blood.
Yeah.
You know? My God, man, your great-grandfather was a murderer, triple murderer. It's kind of cool, though, you know?
Yeah, this is exactly where I figured the conversation was going to go today.
Yeah, because if you're sitting around, let's say you're at a dinner party, right? Everybody brings a bottle of dairy or whatever it is you guys do, and you go over and you're breaking bread, and it's like, man, you're not going to believe this. My uncle, he was the fucking BTK killer, dude. Did you know that? You'd be like, oh fuck, really? That was your uncle? I'd be like, yeah, we weren't cool with him, obviously, but yeah, he did that. You'd be like, oh shit, guess who I had dinner with the other night? Now you have that story of like, hey, I was on Drinking Brothers the other day, and you were like, man, they uncovered my great-grandfather killed 3 people. That's amazing.
And this is where it all comes back to, the original story and me bragging about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was just giving back to the earth is all he was doing. I don't look at him as a violent man, just so we're clear. I'm sure your
Yeah.
great-grandfather had a good reason.
Yeah, fertilizer shortages
Yeah.
or whatever. Maybe he was bored.
Is May when you fertilize up there?
Yeah. I mean, if you're not fertilizing in the fall, like in October when you're harvesting, you're going to do it in May when we're planting.
Yeah.
That's quite the coincidence. I'm not going to lie.
It is.
Did we crack this code today? Holy shit. This is fucking amazing. Great-grandfather was a triple murder. Man.
The local county historical society is going to be super excited that you guys cracked this case.
Who is it? Is it Mary Pope? Is she still running that up there?
I don't know if it's Mary Pope or who it is.
All right. I'll look in. I got a couple contacts up that way. I'll just send over a quick one-pager and then see if we can get a plaque or something dedicated to your great-grandfather. His chances are he murdered 3 people for fertilizer to save the whole town, and they probably all ate because of your great-grandfather.
Yeah.
He's a hero.
It's like a modest proposal.
Yeah. He's no longer a triple murderer. He was actually a hero for the whole town, grew food for everybody, and everybody was able to eat throughout the summer, bellies full, and then go on about their lives and continue farming. If it weren't for him killing those people, that never would have happened. He saved lives that day.
He did. He's a true American hero, and in the end, you guys get a plaque.
Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. He's the drinking bro of the week. What's his name? What's your great-grandfather's name?
It would be John Johnson, actually, was my great-grandfather.
One
of them. But I feel very odd about giving him the drinking bro of the week for murdering 3 people.
You're telling me you never thought that John Johnson could be a triple murderer? That sounds a little crazy to me. John Johnson?
It was probably one of those deals where, like, he was so nice. He was just such a good, honest, hardworking man that there had to be some shit going on there, right?
Hey, kids, there goes John Johnson down the street. Man, that sounds weird. That's too many Johns, man. It's like if my name was Ross Roston, you know?
The funny part is there was multiple John Johnsons in the area at that time.
So he probably killed the other 2 John
Yeah.
Johnsons as well. Like remember that Jet Li movie, the one or whatever, where he was going to other universes killing himself?
Now we're up to 5 bodies. There's 5 bodies on your great-grandfather's head.
At a minimum.
Blood all over John Johnson. At a minimum.
At a minimum, right?
We don't know. Was there a bar in your town? He probably fucking murked somebody behind there after they ran out of whiskey.
I'm sure he did. He was just running around the township cleansing it of all people named John.
Johnson, yeah.
John Johnson. His name was my name, too.
Speaking of that, they're remaking Highlander.
Are they really?
With Henry Cavill is what I heard.
Superman?
Yeah.
No shit. I don't know if he's good enough to do that.
He's a lot bigger than fucking Chris, whatever the fuck his name was.
Sure.
What's his name? The guy that played Raiden in that shitty movie. What is that guy's name? Christopher Lambert. That's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a good actor.
No.
Who was the guy that played
Henry
him?
Cavill's okay.
Henry Cavill's a good actor. Who played the Highlander in the TV series? It was
Should have been Kevin Sorbo.
it should have been Kevin. So he was doing Hercules at the time.
Yeah. No, I don't. Who knows? Scott Bakula?
Either way,
Paul.
what
Adrian Paul.
is that? Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yep.
That's who it was.
Yep.
The reason I thought of that is because his great grandfather is like the real Highlander.
Yeah.
There's something going on there, right? Like you don't just decide to fucking start by murdering your neighbors just to see, like, get a feel for it, and then you start killing every John Johnson that you could find.
Yeah.
Like there's something going on about that.
Since you own the farm from your great grandfather and all them, do you own his life rights? Because I'll license them from you if I can write this. The farmhand murdering people.
We'd have to bring Dad in too because he owns a lot of it. But I would assume, I'd assume we're open to that.
Okay. All right. Just stay flexible and stay loose. I'm gonna need that email afterwards. I'll send you something. I'll send you an NDA from the lawyer.
The movie's called The Fertilizer. And it's a guy, his town's in trouble, right? The war is going on.
Yeah.
It's like, man, we're out of shit.